All right.
All right, ready to go. Feel good about this week's preparation, and our team is in good spirits, practiced really well, and ready to get rolling here tomorrow. Obviously, a little longer trip for us than we're used to playing in this league, but we'll adapt and be ready to go. So nothing but a little longer flight. So we'll be good, and looking forward to the challenge.
Looks like it's going to be 80 degrees.
Yeah, a little different. Huh? Yeah, it's going to be warm, so that's good. It should be a beautiful day.
You Mark, have coached before and against some really good defenses. When you look at this Texas defense and all that they're able to do, where do you, I don't know if you can rank them or where do you kind of think of them?
Yeah, I think, you're right. I mean, if you look at their defense, it's just complete, and we play a lot of great defenses, as you know. And, this is another one that truly, every level, they have depth and they have really good players. This league is such a, front league, defensive front league, because as you know, pressure can make anybody better in the secondary. But I think maybe, what's true about this defense, and I'm not saying not in others that we play, but these guys are really good on the back end as well. So they're dominant up front, the linebackers that can run, and then they could really cover. So put a lot of pressure on the ball line.
You kind of in that way, Brock kind of said yesterday, when you play defense like that, you kind of give them you take what they'll give you. Is that kind of the approach?
You gotta, you just have to be smart and you have to be patient. You know what I mean? There's nobody that's just getting, crazy explosive yards against them. So they're just very good, and we just have to execute it at a high level. Just take our shots when we can. Make plays down the field when we can. You're gonna have to make some competitive plays.
How would you characterize your overall health now compared to, say, a week ago?
Better, definitely better. Hopefully the guys that are better will be effective. And, I anticipate there'll be levels of that. Guys that are coming back and trying to play with everything that they can.
What's Maxwell look like?
Maxwell looks good.
I know you guys coach every week the same, but you guys have really got up for that Ole Miss game, the Georgia game, the Tennessee game. Do you kind of have that same sense this week that they know that kind of they're the underdog and they have that chip?
Again, it's the same thing that I've told you on Monday. I've reiterated through the different media things that I have throughout the week that it's about consistency for us. We're competitive. We can be competitive with anybody, but we're not looking for that. We're looking to finish it off and be more consistent in all areas. Yes, I think you also have heard me for 12 years say that no team is just going to just beautifully play great all 12 games. It doesn't happen. You have to find ways to win when you're not at your best. And, watch college football, watch pro football. You guys all do, and you're educated and you see it. It happens all the time. And as a fan or probably as a media person, you scratch your head and just wonder why or how. But it happens. These guys have a lot on their plate. And I've said it the other day. I think, let's be honest, sometimes, it's a matter of when you catch people in this league too. What is their state? What's their physical, and mental state? And for us, we have to put a lot into it, because of depth and players and things of that nature. And so you just hope you continue to, again, just, get more consistent and play at a high level all the time.
Brock yesterday told us that he was disappointed in the way he played last week. He didn't think that was one of his better games. Is that the type of kid he is? Is he pretty much his own harshest critic?
Without a doubt. And I think, the other day, practice just briefly, in between periods we were talking, and, he felt like he wasn't having a good day. I was like, I didn't feel that, you know what I mean? And so, just, keep grinding and keep pushing. And, I think there was a couple plays that stuck out, and that everybody's, knows and can see. It doesn't take, anybody could see certain plays and know that that's not the best. But he did so many other good things in that game that does get overlooked, and probably even on himself.
You get a sense from them that this is a new opponent, something, none of these guys have faced Texas, been down there. Seems like a lot of fans are going down for this. Is there kind of a little bit of energy from that?
I think, it's, how could you not get up or play in a national TV game at, 3:30 Eastern against Texas and, in Texas. I mean, it's a real challenge. I mean, yeah, if our guys aren't excited to play and excited by that challenge, then they're in their own business.
Do you have any particular memory from your Pac-12 days going up against Sark? Does anything stick out? Is there a game you'd love to have back, or one where you got one over on them?
There were really a lot of good memories, and there are definitely some challenging memories as well. My brother Mike had a pretty tough job, at Arizona and building that, and we got it to the point. My last year there, we were one play away from playing in the Rose Bowl, and so. But I remember competing against Sark both at USC and at Washington, and there was a moment when I almost went and worked on it at Washington. So
Really?
Yeah. He says I accepted it back out. I don't know. But I was real close to.
Really?
Yeah.
He also said in an article this week that this Kentucky team this is going to be the toughest. I think it's like the toughest game of the season. Or something like
He's
that.
trying not to let that rat poison sink in. No, I think there's mutual respect. He knows our team, can play at a very high level. I think most people know that. We haven't had the consistency. I admit that. And I don't like that about the year, the ups and downs. I'd like to be more consistent, and I'm working hard on that. Regardless of what anybody's saying about my future, I'm busting my ass trying to win this, win out, and really play well down the stretch. But I have to really, it gives me a lot of juice and a lot of energy, just working on the pieces for the future as well. Because you kind of have to do that. Things happen so fast right now with the end of the year, with the portal, and with the signing day that if you're not prepared, you're in big trouble. So you have to balance those things, and we're, that makes it, exciting and working hard. Again, nobody take that as we're not putting everything into this game. It's just you have to. Like let's be honest, you have to worry about big picture when you're sitting in my chair, and that excites me and motivates me. To be honest with you, it's been very much no time to whine or worry. It's more like, let's get some shit done.
How have you balanced that walk-ins or years here?
It's always hard, but the times are different. The times are different. This is the first year signing day's on the 4th and not the 20th. That's one thing. Usually we get done, and there's been years when I've been done with a game on Saturday against Louisville in a plane on Sunday. And then last year came, they give you a week to get your roster in order. Like, you have to have those exit meetings early, like who's coming back, who's leaving, like what are we doing here? So it just constantly changes. So I think that's kind of a loaded question compared to other years. It's just different. Again, there's no getting around balancing that and having to think about a lot of pieces.
Well, that had to be one of the encouraging things about last week. You had so many young guys who stuck out, like Bowley, Hardley, Nichols on defense, guys like that.
No doubt. It was really important, to get those guys in and get them in early. And sometimes, defensively, we had to play some guys even in going all the way back to the week prior or a few weeks ago before the bye against Tennessee. And just seeing some guys play and get some, quality reps definitely helped us. And I think it helps them, as well, just mentally. And, we had been working, and we had the time in the open week to work them as well and get them a little more prepared for some quality game reps.
Everybody good?
Good.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Yep.